Okay, good morning to all. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good
So
morning,
why
sir.
why you are so
Good
late
morning,
today?
sir. Sir, our class was going on. TC.
Huh?
Sir,
Sir,
our
our
class
TC
was
What is
class
going.
your
was going on, sir. We told him that we have a class, so he said that which class you have. We told them CN. So sir said that okay, first give the test, then go to the class. Don't worry.
okay. Okay, write down the today we'll start chapter number 2. Write down chapter 2 is your the physical layer. Okay, so write down chapter 2, the physical layer. So this is the lowest layer of your OSI model. Okay, so the OSI reference model consists of 7 different layers. Okay, and the first layer is your the physical layer. Okay, so you will study in detail about this physical layer. So chapter 2 is your the physical layer. Write down in your copy, write down the physical layer. Chapter 2, that is your physical layer. Okay, so as you know in your chapter number 1, the physical layer basically defines the mechanical, electrical and timing interfaces to the network. So write down the physical layer defines the mechanical, electrical and timing interfaces to the network. Okay, so mechanical, if it comes to your mechanical point of view, so it is in what way you are transmitting. Okay, so you are using any cable or fiber optic cable or your coaxial cable, or you are transmitting through space. Okay, so so this is the mechanical point of view. So how you connect your final physical layer, that is your convert your bits, okay, binary bits in the form of your electrical string, okay, electrical signal or pulse. Okay, that is the electrical point of view, and then you are transmitting this electrical pulse, okay, through your wire or coaxial cable, or you can say your fiber optic, or by the help of your modulation through your space. Okay, so first you have to convert in the form of an electrical pulse. Okay, and each electrical pulse is associated with some your time. Okay, so if your zero represents your 1 volt, okay, it must carry some your time period. Okay, or this is your timing interface. Okay, simply write down the physical layer defines the mechanical, electrical, and timing interfaces to the network. Okay, timing interfaces to the network. So in this chapter, basically, we'll first we'll cover the theoretical concept. Okay, theoretical analysis of your signal transmitter, signal transmission, theoretical analysis of your signal or data transmission through your any medium. Okay, or your transmitting medium. Okay, then we'll discuss three kinds of your transmission media. Number one is your guided, that is your copper wire and fiber optics. Then we'll discuss this your wireless. Okay, that is your terrestrial radio. Then we'll discuss about your satellite. Okay, satellite. So we'll cover all the thing. So next we'll cover three examples of your communication system. Okay, so number one is your fixed, that is telephone system. Number two, we'll discuss the mobile phone system. Then we will discuss the cable television system. Okay, so in this chapter, first we will discuss the theoretical analysis of your signal transmission through any transmission media. Okay, then we'll discuss what are the different types of your transmission media. Okay, then we'll discuss the three types of your communication system. Okay, communication system used in practice or wide area computer network. Number one is your the fixed telephone system. Number two is your the mobile phone system, and number three is your cable television system. Okay, so next item, the first part of this chapter is the theoretical basis for data communication. The theoretical basis for data communication. Give the heading the theoretical basis for data communication. The theoretical basis for data communication. Okay, the theoretical basis for data communication. So information can be transmitted on wire by varying some physical properties such as your voltage or current. Okay, such as your voltage or current. And so far as you are transmitting any information that is in the form of your binary bits, so the first step is you have to convert these binary bits in the form of your electrical pulse. Okay, electrical pulse. Okay, then only you can transmit this electrical pulse, or you can say there is some your light or no light. Okay, you can transmit the to the help of your fiber optics. Okay, so you are transmitting on wire by varying some physical property such as your voltage or current, right? So so if you consider this voltage and current and which value, okay, or its physical property like your voltage, amplitude, okay, that varies with respect to your time basically, okay, that is varies with respect to your time. Suppose whenever you are transmitting, suppose 0, 1, 1, okay, bit stream consists of your suppose 0, 1, 1, suppose 0 consists of your 1 volt, okay, and suppose 1, 1 consists of your 5 volt and 5 volt. Okay, so if you the duration of your each pulse is suppose 1 millisecond, from 0 to 0.1 millisecond. Okay, so the amplitude of the signal is equal to suppose 1 volt. Okay, and from again from 0.1 to 0.2 millisecond, the amplitude of the signal is 5 volt. Again from 0.2 to 0.3 millisecond, the amplitude of the signal is 5 volt. Okay, right? So if you consider from your 0 to 0.3 millisecond, okay, the amplitude of the signal varies. Okay, that the amplitude of the signal varies, and the amplitude of the signal is either 1 volt or 5 volt, and this signal amplitude varies with respect to time. Okay, right? So if any physical property of any change, okay, with respect to your time, okay, and this is basically known as your signal. Okay, this is known as your signal, and which can be mathematically represented by function of your time. Okay, this can be represented as a function of your time. Okay, or you can say by representing the value of this voltage or current. Okay, by representing the the second point, you can write down by representing the value of your this voltage or current as a single valued function of time. Okay, as a single valued function of time, f of t. Okay, so and this is known as your signal. Okay, so simply write down what is a signal. Signal is any physical quantity. Signal is any physical quantity which varies with respect to, so far as your electrical signal is concerned. Okay, signal is any physical quantity, either it is voltage or current. Okay, which varies with respect to time. Okay, which varies with respect to time, which varies with respect to time. Okay, or you can say this voltage or current, okay, is a type of your signal, and which is a single valued function of time, which is a single valued function of time, and which can be represented as your f of t. Okay, f of t. Okay, f of t. Okay, so if you consider your domestic signal, okay, electrical signal, the f of t is equal to normally 240. Okay, 240 into sine 2 pi ft, and where f is equal to 50 hertz. Okay, right? So we can model the behavior of the signal and analyze it mathematically, right? So once you represent any signal, okay, once you represent any signal as a function of your time, okay, so or you can say once you model the signal, okay, as a function of your time. Okay, so f of t is suppose t square. Okay, suppose t square, this is a type of your signal, and which amplitude varies or increases, okay, as per your time. Okay, so when t is equal to suppose 2, so if t is equal to t square, the value is equal to 4. When t is equal to suppose 10, the value is equal to 100. Okay, so the amplitude of the signal, okay, is directly related to your time. So as the value of your time increases, the value of the signal, okay, also increases. Okay, or finally you can say, so if you model, okay, or if you represent any signal as a function of time, okay, as a function of time, so you can easily analyze it mathematically. So you can easily analyze it mathematically. Okay, analyze means, so what are the different frequency components associated with the signal? Okay, what is the maximum amplitude associated with the signal? So in this way you can analyze it. Okay, you can analyze it. Okay, suppose whenever you pass any signal, okay, pass any signal through your any transmission medium, okay, and the all the transmission medium acquired with some your bandwidth, Okay, bandwidth means if you pass any signal, okay, above a particular frequency, it simply reject that particular higher frequency components. Okay, so once you mathematical model any signal and analyze it means you once you find out what are the different frequency components, or what is the maximum frequency component associated with the signal, and what is the maximum amplitude associated with the signal. Suppose you are the capacity of any transmission medium is it can resist up to suppose 5 volt. Okay, suppose if you transmit any signal having suppose amplitude 10 volt. Okay, so finally what will happen? Simply it will the wire may burn. Okay, so these are the importance of your mathematical analysis of the signal. Okay, so once you model any signal as a mathematical function, okay, so you can find out what is the different characteristics of the signal, and from these characteristics of the signal, so you can analyze what will happen. Okay, what are the output at the receiving end. Okay, so in this way you can analyze it. Okay, so finally you can say by representing the value of this voltage or current as a single valued function of time f of t, we can model the behavior of the signal and analyze it mathematically. Okay, so next is your Fourier analysis. Okay, so Fourier analysis. So Fourier, next write down this Fourier analysis. I think you must somewhat know this Fourier series and Fourier transform in your mathematics. Okay, so till we will cover so far as your course is concerned, we will consider some part of this Fourier analysis which is required in your course. Okay, so write down next Fourier analysis. Fourier analysis. So so Fourier analysis, this Fourier analysis, either you can say this Fourier series or Fourier transform. Okay, so normally this Fourier series normally applied for any periodic signal, and Fourier transform in general applied for any type of signal, whether it is your periodic signal or aperiodic signal. Okay, for analysis purpose. Okay, so what is the objective of this Fourier analysis? So if you go for your Fourier analysis, either the Fourier series or the Fourier transform, okay, or Fourier transform. So you can easily extract the information like your what are the different frequency components, okay, what are the different frequency components, or you can say what are the different harmonics, okay, what are the different harmonics. Okay, harmonics means if the fundamental frequency is equal to suppose f, okay, the harmonics means second harmonic means 2f, okay, third harmonics means 3f. Okay, it is a multiple of your harmonics means it is simply a multiple of your fundamental frequency. Okay, of fundamental frequency, right? So, so this Fourier analysis, or you can Fourier series or Fourier transform, is one of the best tool. Okay, to find out what are the different frequency components or what are the different harmonics associated with a particular signal. Okay, associated with a particular signal, either it is your periodic signal or aperiodic signal, periodic signal or aperiodic signal. Okay, so this Fourier analysis or Fourier series, okay, first developed in earlier 19th century by a French mathematician, that is Fourier. Okay, so Fourier proved that any reasonably behavior periodic function gt with a period t can be constructed as the sum of a possibly infinite number of sines and cosines. Okay, as the sum of a possible infinite number of sines and cosines. Okay, so simply write down what is basically a Fourier series. Write down in your copy. So simply write down what is Fourier series. So any periodic function, any periodic function, any periodic function or signal, any periodic function or signal. Periodic means it is repetitive in nature. Okay, after some duration, okay, the same signal repeats. Okay, the same signal repeats. Okay, and the same shape, okay, which repeats again and again, and the time assigned to that particular signal, okay, which repeats, okay, basically known as your period, which is basically known as your period. Okay, So what is the definition of your, what is your Fourier series? Write down. So any periodic function or signal, any periodic function or periodic signal gt, okay, any periodic function or periodic signal gt with period t, and this period t is generally known as your fundamental period. Okay, with period t, simply write down with period t, can be constructed can be constructed can be constructed can be constructed as the sum of as the sum of as the sum of as the sum of a, in bracket, and possibly infinite number of, as the sum of a possibly infinite number of sines and cosines. Okay, infinite number of sines and cosine, or you can say infinite number of your sine function and cosine function. Okay, infinite number of sum of a possibly infinite number of sines and cosine. This is the first point. Okay, so write down what is the mathematical expression for the Fourier series. So write down if gt is your any periodic signal or periodic function with period t can be represented by this mathematical expression, and this expression is generally known as your Fourier series. Okay, so write down what is the mathematical expression for your Fourier series. You can write down gt is equal to 1 by 2c, gt is equal to 1 by 2c plus 1 by 2c plus summation from n is equal to 1 to infinite. Okay, 1 by 2c plus summation from n is equal to 1 to infinite an sine 2 pi n ft. Okay, n sine 2 pi n ft plus summation from n is equal to 1 to infinite bn cos, okay, cos 2 pi n ft, cos 2 pi n ft. So now if you expand this expression starting from n to equal to 1 to infinite, so what are the terms? That is equal to a1 sine 2 pi ft, then a2 sine 2 pi or 4 pi ft, then n sine 6 pi ft, like this. Okay, and it extends, okay, up from a1 to a infinite. Okay, or you can say it consists of infinite number of sine terms. Okay, next if the take the third term, so n is equal to 1 to infinite bn cos 2 pi n ft. Similarly, if you expand, it is associated with your infinite number of cosine terms with frequency component that is equal to f, 2f, 3f, like this. Okay, so if you expand this expression, mathematical expression, which is known as your Fourier series, it consists of one constant term that is equal to 1 by 2c, okay, plus infinite number of sine and cosine terms, okay, and where this f is equal to 1 by t, okay, and which is the fundamental frequency, okay, where f is equal to 1 by t is the fundamental frequency. Okay, and where an and bn are the sine and cosine amplitudes. Okay, or this is basically also known as Fourier coefficients. Okay, Fourier coefficients associated with your sine term and cosine term. An and bn are the sine and cosine amplitudes of the nth harmonic terms So write down all the thing. Okay, you copy. So an and bn are the sine and cosine amplitudes of the nth harmonic terms, and c is a constant. Okay, and c is a constant. Then the question is how this basically this all these coefficients c, an, bn are calculated. Okay, and write down these are the mathematical implementation to calculate these coefficients c, an, and bn. So write down an is equal to 2 by t, and where this t is your fundamental period, as you know. So integration from 0 to t gt sine 2 pi n ft dt, gt sine 2 pi n ft dt, and where this bn is equal to 2 by t integration from 0 to t gt cos 2 pi n ft dt, and where this c is equal to with a constant, c is equal to 2 by t integration from 0 to t gt dt, where c is equal to 2 by t integration from 0 to t gt dt. So write down this the mathematical expression. So if you summarize, so any periodic signal or periodic function gt with period t can be represented as sum of infinite number of sine and cosine functions, and which is mathematically represented by this mathematical expression gt is equal to 1 by c plus and summation expression. Okay, and if you compare, it consists of infinite number of sine and cosine terms. Okay, and this f normally known as your fundamental frequency, and this an and bn are the sine and cosine amplitude of the nth harmonic terms. Nth harmonic means it consists of first frequency that is equal to f fundamental frequency, then it is multiple, okay, multiple of your this fundamental frequency. Suppose for nth harmonics, okay, for suppose 10th harmonic, what is the frequency? That is 10f. For nth harmonic, what is the frequency? That is nf. Okay, and these are also known as an and bn, also known as your Fourier coefficients. Okay, and c is a constant. So I will calculate all these values by using this mathematical expression an, bn, and c. Okay, n and bn, c. Okay, so in a reverse direction, you can say if you know the value of your Fourier coefficients, if you know the Fourier coefficients as well as what is the fundamental period or frequency, okay, so you can easily reconstruct your original signal gt. You can easily reconstruct original signal gt. Okay, so if you know the value of your n, bn, and c for different values of your n as well as your t or f, okay, so the original signal gt can be reconstructed. Okay, gt can be reconstructed. Okay, gt can be reconstructed. Okay, so this is the use of your Fourier series that basically used to represent any periodic signal the sum of your infinite number of different your number of your sine and cosine terms. So once you represent this periodic signal as this mathematical expression, so you can easily know what are the different frequency components associated with the signal. Okay, and what are the amplitude associated with your each frequency component. So you can extract all these informations. Okay. So next write down, this is one example. So you can write down this bandwidth limited signal. Next write down bandwidth limited signal. 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 So this is one example. Okay, so you can check the first diagram. Okay, so this from your diagram A. Okay, if you consider the first diagram, so it basically represents a one ASCII character B. Okay, ASCII character B. Okay, which is the binary representation is your of this ASCII character is suppose 0, 1, 1. Okay, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. Okay, so it is basically suppose 8-bit representation, that is 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. Okay, so if you represent this binary representation in the form of your electrical pulse, okay, electrical pulse, because you are transmitting this 0 and 1 in the form of your electrical pulse. Okay, electrical pulse. So if you represent suppose 0, okay, 0 by your 0 voltage and 1 by your suppose 1 voltage, 1 by your 1 voltage. So this value may be vary. So the 0 is represented by your 1 volt. Okay, this is for your one example. Okay, and this 1 is represented by your 5 volt. Okay, so this is another type of representation. But in this example, 0 is represented by your 0 volt and this 1 is represented by your 1 volt. Okay, as there are two 1 consecutive 1, so this value is equal to 1 1. So you can check from this figure. Okay, and again there are three zeros, consecutive zeros. So there are three zero values consecutive. Okay, and again it is 1, so it is represented by 1 volt, and finally it is 0 and is represented by your 0 volt. Okay, right? So if you suppose you think that this same beat pattern suppose continues, okay, suppose continues, and think that so as it is continuous, so the period, okay, period associated with this all these bits, okay, is equal to, for 8-bit representation, let the period is equal to t. Okay, let the period is equal to t. Okay, so let the period is equal to t, right? So as it is a periodic signal, so as it is a representation of your periodic signal with period t, okay, and then it can be represented as your Fourier series. Okay, then it can be represented as your Fourier series. So if you consider this t, okay, t as your period, okay, and if you represent, okay, represent this period as your fundamental period is equal to 1 by t, okay, and if you consider, so, and calculate the value of your an, bn and cn, okay, an, bn and c. Okay, so this is a type of your mathematical representation. Okay, this is the type of your, or this is the representation of your mathematical representation. Okay, so an is equal to this, bn is equal to this, and cn is equal to, sorry, c. Okay, this is equal to 3 by 4. So this is the one example. Okay, so as if you, the same pattern suppose repeats, okay, repeats in both the direction, and the fundamental period is equal to t, and if you put some value of your t, so basically this is a mathematical representation. Okay, this is the mathematical representation of your, if you calculate using this mathematical expression an, bn and cn, so this is the form. Okay, right? So now if you calculate the mean square amplitude, okay, so what do you mean by this mean square amplitude? So if you represent this harmonic number means that is n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3, okay, that represents your harmonic number. Okay, so harmonic number means n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3, like this. Okay, though the harmonic number varies from your 1 to infinite, okay, 1 to infinite, because n value is equal to 1 to infinite. So in this mathematical expression, so so this graph, second graph, okay, or second figure basically represents the harmonic number versus the mean square amplitude. Okay, mean square amplitude. So I will calculate this mean square amplitude right down, that is simply is equal to n square plus bn square. Okay, this mean square amplitude is equal to n square plus bn square, n square plus bn square. Okay, right? So for n is harmonic number, n is equal to 1. Okay, n is equal to 1. So if you put here, that is equal to, you have to calculate a1. So what is the value? Then you have to calculate b1. And if you calculate a1 square plus b1 square, then this is the value. We can check this diagram. Okay, so diagram, so this is the value, right? Let this value is equal to suppose 0.5. Okay, let this value is equal to 0.5. Okay. Similarly, when n is equal to 2, okay, so I will calculate the mean square amplitude. So you have to put a2, you have to calculate a2, that is equal to, simply put n value is equal to 2 in the mathematical expression. Then for n is equal to 2, you have to calculate 2. Then you have to find out a2 square plus b2 square. Okay, so whatever mean the value, that is equal to your mean square amplitude at harmonic number 2. Harmonic number 2. Okay, let this value is equal to 0.5. Okay, let this value is equal to 0.5. Similarly, you can calculate other values by putting different harmonic number. N is equal to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like this. So if you check from this diagram, second diagram, so you can check. So the harmonic number exists from your, let us 1 to infinite. Okay, so if you again calculate for 16, 17, okay, so still you will get some amplitude. Okay, but you can observe from the second figure. So after certain amplitude, okay, or sorry, after certain harmonic number, okay, after certain harmonic number, normally the amplitude or mean square amplitude gradually decreasing. Okay, gradually decreasing. Okay, gradually decreasing. Okay, so if you compare the information associated with the signal, so you can say the most of the if the mean square amplitude is large, that means the information contained in this particular harmonic number is maximum. Okay, you can say, check this diagram. In second harmonic, the mean square amplitude is maximum. Mean square amplitude is maximum. That means the most of the information of this original signal, the first figure associated with this harmonic number 2, harmonic number 2. Okay, so if you remove, okay, so if you remove this harmonic number 2 or the signal or the sine or cosine terms associated with this harmonic number 2 and transmit the signal, that means you will lose most of the information. Okay, you will lose most of the information. Okay, most of the information. Similarly, if you from this diagram, if you consider the harmonic number 8, okay, harmonic number 8, the simply the mean square amplitude is 0. That means at harmonic number 8, okay, so there is no information associated with the signal. Okay, so harmonic 8 number 8 doesn't contain any information related to your original signal. Okay. Similarly, if you consider the higher harmonic numbers, you can check from the diagram. Gradually, the amplitude, mean square amplitude, okay, decreasing. Okay, and if you consider at when the harmonic number is maximum or very high, okay, so the mean square amplitude tends to 0. Okay, tends to 0. That means normally the higher harmonics doesn't contain any information. Okay, does not contain any information. Okay, so if the higher harmonics doesn't contain any information, okay, so during if you pass this signal through any channel like your cable, okay, or your fiber optic cable or any other cable, normally what happens, basically all the channels, okay, normally pass certain harmonics. Okay, suppose a good quality harmonics may pass up to, suppose, harmonic number 10. Okay, suppose a bad quality uh, cable, okay, may pass harmonic up to harmonic number 3. Okay, harmonic number 3. Okay, harmonic number 3. So if a good quality cable, okay, pass up to harmonic number 9, that means the signal received at the receiving end may have good quality as compared to a bad quality cable, as it will pass only 2 harmonic or 3 harmonics. Okay, so if you can say, if any medium, okay, able to pass maximum number harmonics, that means the quality of the cable, or you can say your transmission medium, is good. Okay, or you can say a good quality transmission medium always pass, okay, the maximum number of harmonics, always pass the maximum number of harmonics. So if you consider any ideal physical medium, okay, if you pass any signal through your ideal physical medium, or you can say if you pass this fast signal, or if you pass this fast signal through any ideal physical medium, then at the receiving end, so you will get all the harmonics. That means the same characteristics of the signal may be preserved. Okay, the same characteristics of the original signal may be preserved. Okay, the original characteristics of the same signal may be preserved. Okay, so this is the basic of your Fourier analysis. So if you apply this Fourier analysis, okay, so or you can say this Fourier series for this periodic signal, so you can extract what are the different harmonics or mean square amplitude associated with your different harmonics. Okay, so once you know the amplitude associated with your different harmonics, so you can easily know, okay, so in which region, okay, or up to what harmonic number the maximum information associated with the signal, so if you compare the second diagram with the first one, so the maximum frequency associated with the signal is from your harmonic number 1 to 7. Okay, 1 to 7. Okay, most of the information is carried out by your harmonic number 1 to 7. Okay, so if you pass only 7 harmonics and reject rest of the harmonics, that indicates you will lose very less information. Okay, right? So you can check from this diagram. So suppose this is your original signal. Okay, so carefully look at this signal. So the first signal represents your original signal. Okay, and what is the representation of your mean square amplitude with respect to harmonic? This is also known as your spectral analysis. So you can check. So original signal contains all the harmonics, all the harmonics. Okay. So if you pass only the first harmonic, if you pass only the first harmonic, so you can check what is the representation. It is, if you pass only the first harmonic, it is nothing but a sinusoidal signal. It is a type of your sinusoidal signal, right? So if you pass your two harmonics, okay, so you can check. Okay, so this is combination of your two different frequency. Okay, you can say, so this second one is approximately tends toward your original signal, because there is a peak, okay, and which is equivalent to this first square wave, okay, and there is a second peak which is approximately and having less width, okay, and which is comparable to your second pulse, square pulse. Okay, so if you consider the fourth harmonics, you can check the third diagram. So if you consider the fourth harmonics, okay, so you can see the first peak, okay, is approximately same as your moving towards your first square pulse, okay, and the second peak, okay, the second signal wave, okay, is moving towards your second pulse. Okay, but if you consider your eight harmonics, you can check the last diagram. So if you pass eight harmonics, okay, you can check, okay, this diagram is better as compared to this second, third and fourth, and which is approximately same as your original signal. Okay, original signal. Okay, similarly if you consider suppose 100 number of harmonics, okay, again this your signal, okay, is more close to your original signal. So if you, or you can say, if you pass all the harmonics, then it is exactly same as your original signal. It is exactly same as your original signal. Okay, original signal. Okay, right? So now simply remember, so okay, so whenever you pass this signal through any channel, okay, or you can say any physical medium, okay, any physical medium, okay, so depending upon the quality, okay, depending upon the quality of this physical medium, okay, it will pass, okay, the different number of harmonics. It will pass different number of harmonics. Okay, so if you pass the signal through a good quality physical medium, okay, so good quality physical medium, it will pass maximum number of harmonics. It will pass maximum number of harmonics, or you can say maximum number of frequency components. Okay, as a result, you will receive, okay, good quality signal. Okay, good quality signal. Okay, so if you pass through a bad quality physical medium, so it will pass minimum number of harmonics. So you will receive, okay, bad quality signal. Okay, bad quality signal. So you can compare simply. So if a physical medium simply pass 8 harmonics, okay, you can observe. And if a physical medium pass only first harmonic, then what is, if you compare, naturally the physical medium which pass 8 harmonics, okay, is better as compared to your the physical medium which passed only first harmonics. Okay, right? So depending upon the physical quality, okay, quality of your physical medium, okay, it will pass different frequency components, okay, and up to which frequency normally it pass, okay. So if you pass certain frequency component, this is generally known as your bandwidth. Okay, this is normally known as your bandwidth, and we will discuss in detail about this bandwidth in next class. Okay, so depending upon the how it is passed different harmonics, okay, and depending upon the harmonics, okay, what up to what number, okay, or number of harmonics it passed, okay, by the physical medium, so you can mathematically represent it. That is known as your bandwidth, bandwidth of a channel. Okay, bandwidth of a channel. Okay, bandwidth of a channel. In next class we will discuss this bandwidth of a channel. Okay, so now all of you appear a quiz test. Okay, so based on today's class, it's very simple. So answer it. So please all of you check your chat box. Okay, so I am sending a link related to your today's class. Okay, simply write down only the answer. Okay, it consists of short answer. Only simply you have to write down the different tops. Okay, no need to write everything. Okay, so simply answer it. Please check whether this link is working or not and answer. Simply write down only the answer. Okay. Simply write down whether it is a two-word answer or three-word answer. Simply answer it. Please check whether the link is working or not.
Yes, sir, working.
Okay. So try to answer within 10 minutes or otherwise automatically this link will be closed. So those who have completed the quiz, they may leave. Once you complete the quiz, you may leave and join your next class because it's already 10.
Sir, attendance.
Based on the quiz, I take the attendance. Okay. Once you, if you after the quiz test, so automatically your attendance will be updated. Okay. So if you will not appear this quiz, simply you are absent.
Anh take combo là cái